Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you might be. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show. We're coming to you live from Edmonton. And let's see, where are we? Let's do a replay on this one here. Get us up on the big screen here. We've got the big thing happening here. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. We've got the big thing happening in Canada where Crown Royal, the Canadian company, believe it or not, is going to be moving, not all, I think, but some of their bottling down to the United States. And us Canadians are getting all up in a hissy fit over the whole thing. And, you know, if you like drinking Crown Royal, it's kind of a weird situation because some people here in Canada are saying to boycott the product, but it's a Canadian product, and they're actually going to be doing it because it happens in two phases. They've got the manufacturing of the product, right? The putting it in barrels and letting it age and that kind of stuff. And they do that at one facility. And then they have a couple of different places where they bottle the product up here in Canada. But because of the Donald Trump tariffs, they're going to be moving some of that bottling down to the United States. AP's Cat, good to see you. Thanks a lot for joining us here today. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my stream on the big screen here. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can watch myself on the big screen. Well, that's not too bad. I'm the little guy in that corner here. Oh, what else was I going to do? Show the comments on the screen here. Oh, the only problem with doing that is that it brings the comments right over top of my face. So we'll see how that works. Hey, we got Maynard97 in there. Hey, I saw you over on Mexican long hairs there. Who was doing a bit of a hit job on DOA. Oh well, what could you do? Maybe I should move myself to a different place because we have the comments on here. No, that's okay. What the hell? Plus, I'm only on here for a little bit while we have a drink. Afternoon drink is what we're having, courtesy of Crown Royal, the Canadian booze that is so velvety smooth that it's a crown on a purple pillow, so to speak. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Jack Daniels' parent company says sales are down 62%. Well, yeah, you've got so many of these Canadian guys that are boycotting. You know, the like you've got different premiers of different provinces, because in Canada the booze is actually controlled by the provincial governments. So what happens is they have the veto on what they put on the shelves in the stores. And you've got guys like Doug Ford in Ontario, who controls the Ontario Liquor Board, who says, not allowed, no American booze on our shelves. Take it all out, put it back in the warehouse. And he's pretty hard on the fact that Trump is bringing those tariffs on there. So that's what's happening over there. Big ups. We got June in there. June the 3rd. I can see you in there. Looking good. Who else is in there? Got about 17 people popping in here, so there's got to be somebody else. Hi to everyone. Hi. Let's get me back in here. Here we go. We're on that big screen here now. Yeah, the Crown Royal is the big story here in Canada. And the union, it appears, vows to fight the whole thing. That's the other thing coming up here. The union vows to fight the devastating closure of the plant that bottles Crown Royal whiskey. So they don't actually produce it at that bottling plant, but it is just the bottling plant. So the Crown Royal is the big news up here in Canada. that the bottling plant is going to be going down. But they're going to actually produce the booze in Canada, ship it down to the States, and then they're going to bottle it in the States. And I guess that way, they can, when they end up selling it, they can say, well, made in the States, right? To some degree. So I guess that qualifies for made in America. I don't know. Trying to figure this stuff out one way or another. Jim, well, what's happening, though, is that the American companies are being hit hard by loss of revenue from what's happening up here in Canada. Now, what else is going on here? I've got my nice chair here. Because I'm at my new place here, I don't have a proper chair, like a podcaster chair. So I'm sitting in one of these lawn chairs, and as you can see here, this is a comfy lawn chair, the one that keeps you warm, kind of when you're outside. So it's actually not too bad. But actually, I should be sitting on the couch here or something. But I've got my stuff set up in front of here. But this is all set up so that I can get one of these nice podcaster type gaming chairs or whatever, and have that sitting here. No Bud Light for me. Yeah, exactly. Got yourself an iPhone. Don Peter Humphreys in there. Partabanza in there. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, big ups to everyone there that's popping in here. Bud Light. No Bud Light. No, we're not going to go for the Bud Light. So I don't know. Well, the Bud Light thing is Cracker Barrel, right? Because Cracker Barrel went woke, and that's kind of a Bud Light kind of a thing. So at the end of the day, if you go woke, you go broke. So they decided to change their logo from the old man, whatever, the old homesteader type thing, to something that is more. I don't know, it just said Cracker Barrel. And whatever, they came up with some DEI hires. I think there's a lady that runs the place that decided to go woke and brought the whole thing on. And of course it crashed and they burned. And now they turncoat, went back to the way they were. They got rid of that simplistic logo, went back to the original one, and they're like backpedaling on the whole thing. Otherwise, they're going to lose their business. Miss Angie, hey, good to see you. Miss Angie in the chat. Nice to see everyone in there. The judge ruled Trump's tariffs are illegal. Yeah, another big one. I'm seeing that with every news. Every time I come across on YouTube a news story, if it's a Canadian news story, it's absolutely saying that the tariffs are illegal. That a U.S. court has deemed I think it was the Supreme Court too, the highest court in the land, has deemed Trump's tariffs to be illegal. However, you know that Trump is going to appeal that. So look for that appeal to happen. So for the time being, the tariffs are still in effect while they're being appealed by Trump. So we'll see what happens there. BLM Bush Light matters. Yeah, pretty much. Don Humphrey says, going to order 2 16-inch pizzas for my tea tonight. A teetotaler. Oh, that sounds pretty nice. Let's see. Don Peter Humphreys. Trying to think of where you are there, whether you're in the UK or not. I know that there's a few people that pop in here from the UK. Partabanza, how's things happening with you? Yep, just another Liberal judge throwing his weight around. Yeah, pretty much. Dadant, how are you doing there, Dadant? I think it was it you? No, it was Doss that I commented on something. And actually, DOA commented back to me. I don't know if you guys saw that, where I said something, LOL or something like that on one of those posts. And then DOA commented back saying, oh, you still around, Tommy, or whatever. But then I went over to Ant's actual broadcast there today, and I said something in his broadcast, and then I refreshed the screen, and no, he still got me banned. So DOA, if you're ever watching some of this stuff, defender of ants. give me a big unban from your channel. That would be nice. It would be very, very nice if you did that. Please, DOA, unban Tommy Temper. Oh yeah. Aha, that was pretty funny. Yeah, if you can't beat him, join him. Okay, Mama Red in the house. Hey, good to see you. We got Supreme post-apocalypse, hard to say, Warlord. Hey, good to see you. And I don't know what else is happening. Oh, hang on a second. It's almost like I put that on loop or something. Kept on playing forever. Okay, well, I'll just have to remember that if I play the track there, that it goes on for a fair length of time. Fair play for Tommy Temper, yeah. 6 out of 9 judges were appointed by Republican presidents. Oh, really? And they still voted to get rid of it. Well, we'll have to see what happens there, because it's still, in play, as far as the tariffs. I think that they will probably stick, but who knows? Tommy, do you realize I'm Defender of Ants? Yeah, right. You're not Defender of Ants. You're Dadant. You're not Defender of Ants. Otherwise, you'd come in here as Streamer Wars or one of your other accounts there. Yeah, the Streamer Wars. Oh yeah, and I actually saw Ant playing a bit of stuff there today with the convoy. Let's see if I can pull up something on the convoy here to show you that might be interesting. How about this is my bit on the convoy here today. Where is it here? We'll find something good for us to show you.
iPhone 13 has a macro lens on it, and it takes these really incredible photos. I don't know if you can see the cat up there. Where's the cat? Oh, there it is.
Big ups, Roger.
Somebody's already stuck over it.
Yeah. Put a weight on it, probably. The planes always fly so low here. I guess the airport's just over there.
Tied to both of us. A tie with her, and trying to help her family out and her kids.
I think that was where Ant was cutting in front of the convoy, whatever they were rolling in DC. That was the DC blockade type thing that was going on there. Let's see what else we can find here.
Will DC Metro be on Santa's naughty or nice list?
Well, you gotta understand that the naughty and nice list, I really don't have that much to do. It's magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Exactly. Just
if you're naughty, the magic transfers you to the naughty list. If you're nice, the magic transfers you to the left or to the nice list.
exactly.
So, I really, all I do is just follow the list. But I check it twice.
And it was right after that Santa got arrested. Naughty or nice? You are naughty. Do not do that. Do not go in and blockade the traffic in DC. You might get a ticket. So that was what the convoy found out. But anyways, that's a blast. That's Tommy Temper's blast from the past, which we wanted to show that to you there. Just a little bit of what I was doing way back in the day, showing what was going on with the convoy. That was off of one of my broadcasts in the day. Crime in America. Hey, good to see you. Pop it in there. Check out his link. Check out the channel. Check out the crime. There's crime everywhere. Crime is everywhere. Get out there and check out that crime. And hey, how about do something? How about Trump? He's actually doing something about it. You know, where the crime is actually decreasing in D.C. because he brought in, I don't know who it was. Was it the Army or the National Guard or something like that? People are going, yeah, outside of my window here, people are going to the lake, taking their surfboards and all kind of stuff like that. So, yeah, lots of people walking by here. And, yeah, we were at the lake there, too, doing a bit of stuff. Having some fun. Let's see what else I can show you about what's been going on here lately. Oh, delusion. Mark Nixon, a friend of mine. You got to check out Mark, MarcNixon on YouTube. If you're in Canada, you want to subscribe to Mark Nixon. And I was over on he was doing a premiere there the other day, and I kind of introduced myself and told him that I was a YouTuber. And yeah, I like the stuff that he does. He really hammers hard on the Canadian government. Facts, just the facts, ma'am. But he actually came up with this bit here, which is a guy that's with the NDP. And he's saying, wow, we have officially hit what is known as peak delusion in Canada. Nenshi, the guy that you see right here, is complaining that he has to eat pancakes, if you can believe it or not. Pancakes.
I used to get on planes, stay in fancy
Can't stay in fancy hotels.
do things. Now I travel every day in my beat-up Toyota Camry, stay in the best Western hotels, which often have free breakfast.
Diversifying our energy sector, we have done that in spades. Relentlessly pursue market
Is what we
access.
should be
It's
doing in
almost a
Alberta.
full-time plus job for me
Got to get
to
those
now
pipelines
I
built
like it's not as glamorous.
and diversify
We
things.
are really trying to force the issue to get Ottawa to act.
But you've got guys like Nenshi, who's driving around in his Toyota Camry, staying in second-rate hotels and stuff like that, because the NDP don't have any money because nobody's donating to them anymore. Well, there are a few people donating, but not as many as before, and they're going downhill. Look at what happened to Jagmeet Singh. So, yeah, Canadian politics are kind of doing poorly these days. Mark Carney, our illustrious leader, is pretty much, if you look at everything that he's actually done, it's been all poo-poo, down. Give him a thumbs down. No elbows up. The elbows are not up anymore in Canada. It's all elbows down. So just remember that. Wizzy definitely gave us so much entertainment. Yeah, you saw that. That was Wizzy. If you noticed his voice, he was talking on that one clip there. Little clip with Wizzy in there. A little blast from the past. I see that you noticed that there, Dead Ant. Yeah, your lake house is very nice. Thanks a lot there, Dead Ant. Appreciate that. What's slower than running water? Walking water. Woking water. Waking water. I don't know what you're saying there. You're saying something there. Wikipedia water is maybe it. Yeah, we're gonna have to maybe take the garbage out today. Take a run to the recycle place. We've got some cardboard boxes that are building up here, because when you have a new place, then you buy a few new items, like a couple of TV sets and stuff like that. And then, like I've got a monitor here, and I got to get rid of the box that it came in.
They said to keep the box in case you end up returning.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll load up the truck with the cardboard and stuff and take it over to the recycle place there. See what we can do about that. So that's something that I have to do here. Kathy says she has to make a dinner, and have a great day, everyone. Sounds good. Excellento. Excellento. Let's see if I can show you a bit of my house here. Hang on. My wife is going, no. Yeah, she's sitting right here beside me on the couch, but she doesn't want to be on video. So maybe I won't show you the house here. Otherwise, I was going to turn the camera around here. Okay, what else did we have here? We had, Peaceful Ontario cottage industry. This is an interesting one, which is big in Canada here. This is kind of going viral these days. And this is the one where the immigrants in Canada have managed to get a hold of some guns, and they're basically using some of their weapons a little bit indiscriminately. And, there are some people that don't like that. So this has kind of gone viral up here in Canada, where you've got these guys that are going out onto this bridge and then kind of using the bridge as kind of a shooting range, and they're shooting out just indiscriminately all over the place, into the water, into the bush, whatever. Could be people standing on the other side of the bush there, you never know. And some of the weapons that they're using are illegal in Canada, have been pointed out, at least a couple of the weapons. So some of the ones that are what would you call them, automatic type weapons, are probably illegal up here in Canada. They don't like the criminals to have those, or the shooters to have those kind of guns. But anyways, that whole video and associated license plates and photos of the people, videos. These are the real actual videos of the guys utilizing the guns in Canada. And no, you should not do that. It's not good. Oh yeah, that's the East Indians there. They've made it into Canada, and now they're shooting up the place. So we're not too happy about that up here in Canada. That's another thing that's happening here, just to sort of show you how bad things are here. Here's what else is happening. In Regina, you've got people are going wacko wacko all over the place. People are going crazy here. I don't know why. It's just a thing to do, I guess. I don't know what's going on with people, but they're whacked out in the city in Canada. This is the typical Canadian. They're out there at that Tim Hortons. Oh yeah, it's a Tim Hortons there. So you gotta kind of, if you can't beat them, join them. Oh no, doing the Michael Jackson thing there. Oh man, these guys are crazy. I don't know what's with Canadians these days, but doesn't matter whether it's the newcomers or the old school. It's just they're going berserk out there and not acting like they really should. Fire off for Refinery Row right now. Oh, really? SW. Really? We're in Edmonton. I didn't hear about that. That's interesting that you mentioned that. I'll have to look for some info on that. Riots After Dark, just watched the same thing at Arby's. Yeah, 12th Man in the house. Hey, 12th Man, good to see you. Big ups, Tommy Temper and Shet, S-H-C-H-E-T. Got Dory in there. Hey, Dory, Wizzy. Hey, we were just showing that little clip with Wizzy in it there. I don't know if you missed it there a little bit earlier. We had a little clip when we heard Wizzy's voice in there telling us about... it was back on the days of the convoy, that kind of a clip. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, we've got a lot of people in Canada that are terrorists, and this is Conservative MP Vincent Ho openly calls for the deportation of terrorists and temporary residents who commit crimes. So, yeah, we've got at least some people in Canada are a little bit worried about what's going on. Let's listen to this little clip here.
Hi folks, Vincent House, Member of Parliament for the people of Richmond Hill South. This summer, I met with thousands of people. People are asking me this. Why do the Liberals keep turning Canada into a sanctuary for lawbreakers? Well, let me be clear. If you come here on a student visa and spread anti-Semitism or commit hate crimes, you should be on the next flight home and deported immediately. If you're a senior IRGC official or tied to a terrorist group, you have no business in Canada in the first place, you should be deported immediately. And if you're a temporary resident who commits violent crimes, no excuses, no special treatment, and certainly no leniency because of your immigration status. Deported immediately. Canada must put the safety of Canadians first. That means securing our border, fixing the immigration system the Liberals broke, and letting in the right people in the right numbers. That is all. Hi, folks. Vincent.
There you go. And I would pretty much agree with them. It is, you know, like, come on. You want to have a nice place to live. You don't want to have a bunch of people running around, you know, causing trouble, causing crime, stuff like that. So we need to get rid of those people that are here illegally, and even people that are on temporary visas and stuff like that. If you commit a crime, you shouldn't be able to stay in the country. You know, at least if you're going to go to a particular country, you should at least try and stay out of trouble. You know, I know the same thing would happen if we were to go over to your country, right? Or let's say you went over to Korea or North Korea, and you committed some kind of a crime. Yeah, they'd probably throw you in the clink for quite a while. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, let's see. This happened to a reporter on live TV. Let's check this one out. This is a kind of an interesting clip here. This guy was somehow coerced into going into a bullfight. This reporter that you see right here, he went into the bullfight, and somebody kind of grabbed him and threw him in front of the bull. So check this out here. This is kind of crazy. Just for fun. Okay, no problem. Oh! And he gets taken out by the bull. And the bull still keeps going after him. But he, luckily, it looks like he wasn't injured too bad. Watch that again. Watch this hit. Right about coming up. Oh! Yeah. Anyways, that was our clip from Mexico. The Mexico, you don't want to be a reporter out there in the stadium or in the area where the bulls are, because you never know, something might happen. Here's one here. This is Canadian here. This is Canadian. This is why people are saying that this is why Canada has fallen, because of people like this. Basically, you let people into your country, and then they end up talking like this. So this is not good. This is not good for our country, and I think that it's pretty terrible, pretty despicable. Listen to this little clip here. This is a Canadian.
Earrings?
Yeah, machine gun earrings. My name is Esther Karam. Okay, I'm 22 years old. I'm a Palestinian. I have no fucking problem saying I support Hamas, because they are the true fighters of Palestine, and they're gonna bring back Palestine, because you guys are fucking white supremacist idiots that need to wake the fuck up.
Sorry, who are the white supremacist idiots?
You are.
Me, okay.
Oh my god. And then this one. I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. I don't know why I'm talking to you.
Well, you came to me, man.
I gave you my information. Esther Karam, pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas. Alhamdulillah. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. I hope they all fucking burn in hell.
Wow, that sounds very hateful.
Hey, Esther. We all wear bullets. We do, yeah. The difference is if you don't like it, go back. You don't want to enjoy the freedoms that the government has given you, get the fuck out. Here's the thing. If you're going to sit there and say you actively promote terrorism, you should probably know that any job you're going to get in Canada means that it's over. It probably also means that people will look you up and know where your name, where your job, where your employment, all that stuff that you want to, say while standing on a free nation in a free country and think that nobody's going to find that out. I don't know if it's the fact that you're delusional or you're actually secretly super liberal or what it is, but I will promise you, walking around acting tough in a country with your face showing, just remember, you would be killed in your country for less.
Ooh.
Earrings?
Not allowed.
Yeah,
Not
machine gun earrings.
allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Be nice, right? If you are in a country and you have certain views, sometimes you should keep them to yourselves, and not be trying to take everyone out in your whole country. Oh yeah, this is a good one. In Michigan, state police have released a dash cam showing how a stolen vehicle's axle was ripped off by a tire grappler. So this is an interesting one. Basically, the dude, they've got this thing in the States called the tire grappler, right? So let's say that, for example, you've got a car that's they're chasing a car, and actually, I wish, why don't they come up with these things in LA, because they chase those cars forever in LA. But all they need is one of these grapplers, and man, that car would be stopped in no time. But check out this one here. This is how that grappler operates. And then even after the car is grappled, then the guy still tries to take off. Watch this. There's the grappler actually grappling onto his wheel. And you can see the car is finally stopping. But the guy figures he's going to get away, so what does he do? He backs up a little bit here, because he can't drive forward at all. So he backs up a little bit, and then he pulls forward to try and get away. Nope, doesn't get away. So that grappler's got a good hold onto his wheel, and backs up again. One more time forward. Nope, doesn't get away at all that time. Let's give it one more show, one more go. Go for it. Harder. There you go. And he's not going anywhere. He's finished. He's out for the for the bout, so to speak. And his wheel is absolutely ripped off. It's not looking good for him. Riots After Dark looking there. Was staged. I don't know. Hey, we got CT or C4T for attack. What is that? Cat attack. Cat attack, I think, is what that says there. Vive la Mexico. Yeah, exactly, on that Mexican bit. Don't you have a Carney running the show in Canada? No clown show. Yeah, well, Carney is the clown show. I'll have to agree with you on that one. I personally, I'm not a fan of Carney. I'm not elbows up, and any of you out there that are liberal-minded, elbows up, that kind of stuff, I don't know. I just don't go for that at all. Carney is the Brookfield dude, and as far as I'm concerned, Carney is trying to enrich the Brookfield Corporation more than he is doing any good for Canada at all. He's not helping Alberta, that's for sure. Let's see, the U.S. Navy positioned off the coast of Venezuela. Trump will try anything to take people's attention off the Epstein files. Well, yeah, but I thought the Venezuela thing is the gangs. He wants to get rid of the gangs that are doing drug imports and selling drugs and stuff like that in the States. And he wants to sort of spearhead some kind of an attack on the gangs that are situated in Venezuela. So that's why he put the U.S. Navy with the aircraft carrier and all kind of stuff like that down there. So we'll have to figure that out. And that's who Brett supports. Ron Volz in there for the win on that comment. Well, yeah, and you know, I play one little clip like that, and then Brett doesn't show up at my channel because, you know, he thinks that I'm bashing the Palestinians again or something. But no, I'm just saying that her thoughts and what she is, you know, espousing is not good, you know. And for me to say things, you know, badly about politicians or things like that would probably land me in jail. But a lot of the people out there in the streets at the protests and stuff like that, they say bad stuff about everyone and they get away with it. Kind of get away with murder, you might say. Riots after dark. How much for the stuffed puppy? 1 or 2 darts to win. Yeah. Crime in America. Yes, Brett supports this pretty much. Yeah, okay, let's go in with the next one here. Here we see what it's like to be a little girl, and I think this is in the States. Oh no, this is in Ireland. I think this is in Ireland here, is where this shot comes from. And the poor little girl gets her bike stolen here, and this is what it's like to live in modern day with particular immigrants coming in and kind of taking over. And here you can see the little girl is just riding her bike, minding her own business, and along comes Joe, who wants the bike more than her. What happens here? Let's watch. Looking bad. He just takes that bike and rides away on it there. He's happy. But the little girl doesn't have a bicycle anymore. Well, that never happened to me when I was a kid. But I do remember getting a brand new bicycle and going to the store, and I went inside with my penny, and I was going to buy a bubble gum. I went in and I bought that bubble gum, and I was so happy because I had that 1-cent bubble gum. Came back outside again, and my brand new bicycle was gone. Somebody stole it. So I know what it feels like to be that little girl. It's not a great thing at all. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, and then the other thing is, what do you think about this? I think this is in Quebec. Quebec is not allowing, or they're trying to get rid of people praying in public. Okay, this is what this story is all about, because apparently they don't like the immigrants coming in, especially here you can see a bunch of Muslims, and the Muslims tend to like to go out in the middle of the street. Now, why they do this, I'm just trying to think, why do Muslims, you know, you have your own church, you build your own church, you can pray in your own church, but yet they feel the need to go out in public on the street and to interrupt traffic so that the traffic won't flow or whatever, and to do some kind of a big prayer in the middle of the street somewhere. And you'll see this happening. It never used to happen before, but it's now that the numbers are up. They're doing it more and more all over the place, and they're getting pissed off in Quebec, and they're bringing in some legislation to try and make it illegal to pray in public. And I remember when I was traveling in Iran, we were on a bus traveling from Tehran, the capital of Iran, to the north part of Iran, and we were in the back of the bus, and actually we were drinking some rye or something there. That was pretty funny. I was pretty young back then, and at 12 o'clock noon, the bus driver pulled over on the side of the road and starts praying to the east, along with some of the other people on the bus that happened to be Muslim. Not everyone was Muslim, but the Muslims on the bus, and the bus driver was Muslim, And he got out and he's praying to the east on the outside of the bus. And we're like going, wow, what the hell's going on here? We want to get on with our trip here. And these guys stopped here and they're out there praying. So I don't know. This is what's happening. And it's moving more and more into our country, and we're seeing it more and more. So I don't know. Are we misgendering Brett? Where is Brett? How come he's never showing up at the Tommy Temper show? Oh, he's probably busy doing something. Tommy, the Navy ship off the shore of the coast of Venezuela because of the U.S. is offering $50 million for information needed to the capture of Maduro. Yeah, well, Maduro and the all the gangs and stuff like that there. Yep, yeah, exactly. I support Muslims being able to pray. I also agree with drivers using the roads to drive. Yes, you know what? They should be able to pray. But there is that thing where at a certain time of the day, like their religion calls for them to stop everything that they're doing and to, go and pray. Because I witnessed it myself. It's part of their religion to be able to do that. However, to see, literally 100 of them out in the middle of a road blocking the traffic, that's probably not advisable. They shouldn't be doing that, and that's what's kind of giving them a black eye. It's not looking good for them. My bikes were dirt bikes style. Your brother always stole my tires. Oh my. Yeah, I like my fat tire bike. I was out there yesterday riding my fat tire bike out on the beach, and it was kind of fun riding it on the sand because those 4-inch fat tires there, they actually ride on the sand. Well, you still swerve around a little bit, but it was kind of fun swerving around. And with the e-bike there, you got some good traction in the sand. So it was a lot of fun doing that. Butterfly says they pray 5 times a day, I think. I don't know what the number is, but I do remember that it was 12 noon where the bus pulled over and did that thing. And we witnessed it. The other thing is in Canada we have a problem with these people that are basically with this story here. Oops, sorry, I got this online here right now. We got Pierre Polyav is some people say his name in different ways, but I think I'll say it that way from now on. Polyav. And basically, there's a problem with in Canada with people invading houses, and then when you fight back against the invader, when you fight back, then if you injure the person that did the home invasion, then you end up getting charged and potentially going to jail. So there's this big push on in Canada for us wanting what's known in the States as the castle doctrine or whatever, which means more or less that when somebody breaks into your home, that you can use whatever, including killing the guy, as much force as necessary to stop the intruder. And you know what happens, that sometimes people go overboard. When you break into somebody's house, they may go overboard and they may harm you a lot more than if you were, for example, just trespassing. And especially if you broke in and you've got some kind of a weapon. Like, come on, you have a weapon against them. And there's the case of this guy that just recently broke into a guy's house. He was sleeping, and the guy had a crossbow, and he was beating the guy. The intruder had a crossbow. I don't know if he had an arrow or not, but he was beating the guy, whatever, with the crossbow. And the guy grabbed a knife and used the knife against the guy, and the intruder ended up going to the hospital. Well, guess who got charged? The homeowner got charged for knifing the intruder, and isn't he using the knife to protect himself against getting beat in the head with a crossbow? So anyways, the story here is regarding that whole thing, and this is what Pierre wants to do in Canada.
That you can defend yourself based on 9 very complicated and vague conditions. Now look, If you're defending your house, you don't have time to think through 9 different conditions. You have one condition: to protect yourself and your kids. And it is wrong for the law, for the police, and for judges to apply a complicated, indecipherable legal doctrine against you when you were only doing what is right. Our amendment instead will change section 34.2 of the Criminal Code to say that the use of force, including lethal force, is presumed reasonable against an individual who unlawfully enters a house and poses a threat to the safety of anyone inside. The proposed amendment is reasonable and prudent. It applies only to the unlawful entry of a home and preserves proportionality. Simply put, it means you have the right to use force to defend your home and your family against someone who threatens you and who has entered illegally. This bill will also put Canada in line with other developed, civilized countries. Ireland, several Australian states, Spain, the United Kingdom, and some American states already have this principle embedded. And it will make sure that Canadians are treated right for a change. We think that our...
There you go. So hopefully that new law gets introduced. Yeah, kick a bush and got stung by 37 bees. Internet monster. Hey, good to see you in there. Yeah, well, let's hope that the castle whatever doctrine gets put into Canada here, so that we can actually protect ourselves when somebody breaks in and not have to go to jail. Actually, I would like to see that not only in your house, but also in your place of business, so that when somebody comes into a business with a gun and points it at a business operator, like a convenience store or something like that, that the guy can actually protect himself, pull out a gun from underneath the till, whatever, and shoot the guy and get rid of this stuff here. What's with the city of Edmonton banning books? Well, actually the book thing is to do with pedophilia type books, books that are more of a explicit nature, that kind of thing, that you would probably not want your children to be viewing. And they've not banned the books, but they've just removed the books from children's libraries in school, right? In I don't know what level of school it is, but obviously in elementary schools, they want to have those explicit type books in children's schools, especially when the children really don't know anything about that, and you don't want to indoctrinate them with pornography, with stuff like that. So that's what's going on with that. Margaret Atwood. Yeah, I've got some personal knowledge of Atwood, but yeah, that's what's happening with the book thing here, and it is actually a thing that's going to happen. And I have seen some of the literature that they're talking about, and I would say, no, do not show that to my kids. I don't want my kids to see that. They don't need to see that kind of stuff, especially at elementary. Well, even in high school age, leave it out. Wait until they're like 18 years old, and then they can do whatever they want to do, because like, hey, my kids are whatever, getting a little bit older. They're teenagers now as well, and I don't need them experimenting with stuff like that and maybe becoming that. You know what I mean? They just want them to be normal, right? I regularly ask my kids, like, Carlin, are you thinking of wearing a dress? No? Okay, good. Whoa. Okay, next topic. Get off of the bad book topic. I think that it was a good thing. I actually think that it was great that they took those books out of the school, because I don't want my kids reading those pornographic books. Okay, There you go. So, anyways, next story. What do we got here? Melanie got burned. What's this? Melanie Joy. Oh, Melanie. Oh, I don't think we'll pass on that one. Content. Oh, warning now. Now this thing that I was gonna. Oh, this is a real bad one here, where this guy knifes somebody. Actually, a Muslim newcomer. This is an interesting one, where the Muslim newcomer attacks a Canadian on a knife, or with a knife on a bus. And actually, he was outside of the bus asking people or whatever whether or not they were Muslim, and figured out that this guy was not Muslim, and then he attacks him with a knife on the bus here. This is freaking unbelievable. Unbelievable what people are doing. Actually knifed him in the throat there. And the guy survived. But what the hell is with these people? Like I never used to see stuff like that happening long ago, but nowadays the people are just coming out from nowhere and doing stuff like that. So yeah, hate to see that kind of thing happening, but it is happening in our country, and it's a shame that it's happening. Here's another shot of let's see if we can expand this.
सड़े ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਮੁਲਕਾਂ ਜਾਏ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਬਾਕੀ ਰਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਹਿਲ ਬਣਾ ਦੀ ਤੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਪੈਣਾ ਸ਼ਰੀਰ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਹੋਣੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਬੁਰਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੜਿਆ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਮੁਲਕਾਂ ਜਾਏ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਬਾਕੀ ਰਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਹਿਲ ਬਣਾ ਦੀ
swear that looks like Jagmeet Singh or somebody there. But anyways, that's another shot of the guys that were shooting the rifle. And as you can see, he's shooting the rifle right into the water. And I don't know that that's a good thing to do. Maybe he was trying to kill some fish or something like that. Who knows? This is one here that appeared a couple of days ago. This was the woman driving down the road with the stairs on top of her car. Now, what the hell? How the hell can you be so stupid to back into something like this, have it attached onto your car, and then drive away and drive down the road with this on top of your car? And the cops finally stopped her, and like is that what you call the stairway to heaven? I don't know. but anyways, it's apparently the bad driver thing is beginning to become a bit I don't know, it's always happening. It's happening too often, and maybe it's all the bad drivers out there. More bad drivers than before? I don't know. Maybe. Definitely more drivers than before. So I guess if you increase the number of drivers, the number of bad drivers is going to also increase. You never know. Here's, somebody was talking about Carney. And yeah, Carney is our carnival king, you might say. And let's see what he has to say. He gets a little bit snippy with people. So let's see how snippy he gets on this clip.
To clear up, this morning it seemed like you were saying that those two projects, Churchill and Côte Curl, would be on the list of approved. So I don't know if you could clear that up.
C'était en français ce matin. C'est une question de traduction.
I said it this morning. Is it a translation issue? Yes, I said it was a possibility that it could be one of the first projects.
On your government's position on trade with the United States, sure. Following your Friday announcement. So this morning you talked about how you're seeking areas of cooperation in 5 areas. You listed critical minerals, autos, steel, aluminum, copper. What does that cooperation look like, and how is that different from what your government was trying to achieve ahead of that August 1st deadline?
So So just to be the way I frame it, Mr. Curry, is this way, which is that again, what I was saying in c'était en français ce matin.
Holy jeez, you know. He has to make up an answer because he can't answer, and it's like
Right?
As I was saying in French this morning.
85% of our
yeah, right. Say it in French. If you're trying to hide what you're saying, say it in French so that the English people won't know what you're talking about.
Our trade is free trade. Present, we have the best deal, etc. You know that point. There are 5 areas.
Yeah, we've got 50% tariff on steel, 50% tariff on aluminum, 50% tariff on copper. We've got our lumber being tariffed to the nuts, and we're just in a bad situation. The only thing that we're not being tariffed on is our free trade agreement, which is still in effect. So anything that is under the free trade agreement is still the way it was. So in reality, Carney has not done anything to make any of the barriers any better than they actually are at the moment. He's done nothing.
Where that is not the case, and that those are in strategic sectors for the Americans: aluminum, steel, autos, copper. They happen to have a specific on copper, and then of course lumber, softwood lumber, which has been an issue. So those are the areas where immediately we are focused on improving the outcome.
Yeah, but you haven't improved anything. That's the point. The point is that those tariffs are very high, as imposed by Trump, and you haven't negotiated anything better.
Comes, if we can. And in order to do that, and this is what I said on Friday, in order to do that, we will have to look at other areas where we can have win-win cooperation, other areas. Now, so it's not...
You ever think that it's all gobbledygook and like word salad when you're listening to Carney? Like really, honestly, he doesn't say anything that is really concrete, but it's all wishy-washy.
It's an isolation of the set of issues around those strategic sectors for the American. And all of this in the context, as you know, of an upcoming review on CUSMA that will start next year. But
with free trade agreement.
We're beginning to prepare for it now, and I would expect the Americans...
what about the milk cartel in Canada? Got to get rid of that milk cartel. That's what Trump doesn't like, is the milk cartel. And really, those are probably the biggest things, because that really prevents the U.S. from entering our market extensively and sell us milk, sell us dairy products, poultry, eggs, that sort of thing. Because those cartels are really highly set up so that no country comes into our marketplace and interferes. Now, that being said, a little bit of product can be brought in, but the tariffs are so high, as much as even 400% after certain levels are met. So it's definitely not great for anybody trying to trade with Canada, and that's what Trump really wants to hammer down. And if I can see the 50% tariff on some of those key things like steel and aluminum and things that he really, really, really wants to bring back into production within the United States. I can see him doing that. However, the only way that we're going to end up with a low tariff at the end of the day is to get rid of that milk cartel, the so-called milk cartel. We have to get rid of that, okay, so that we'll end up with probably across the board a 50% tariff if we can settle this up right. Because just look at what Trump has settled or made deals with other countries. Probably the best deal that you can get with the States is going to be you give everything with no tariffs to the States, and that the United States ends up putting a tariff on 15% of everything coming from your country. The other thing that's really big that's happened here lately is Trump has tariffed or gotten away with having tariff-free items that are under I think it was $800 coming in from any country. So any small companies that are trying to trade into the United States had, if it was an under $800 item, you could ship it into the States and it wouldn't be tariffed at all. Now that is gone as of, I think, the 29th, as of yesterday. And you're seeing where there are actual mail type organizations, like I think Canada Post and Post in China and Post in Korea and all over, that are no longer selling stuff or shipping stuff into the United States, those small potato items. And that's because Trump wants those small items manufactured in the United States. And don't buy those Chinese widgets and Korean widgets or even Canadian widgets. If it's a small potato thing under $800, hey, if you're going to be paying so much for it, and you might have to pay $100 more for that little widget if you still want it. So that will really make it so that people will be able to manufacture those little widget products that people like buying, and be able to manufacture them within the United States. And all I can say is, well, good on Trump for doing that. It's going to hurt. It's going to really hurt a lot of countries that are not the United States, because you're not going to be able to manufacture and sell the widgets to the Americans anymore. They're going to have their own little 3D printers going at full speed, manufacturing all that crap, all the dollar store stuff or whatever you see in the dollar store. And that's where the money is going to go, is within the United States and not be sent out. It's the trade deficits that Trump is trying to get rid of. And he's actually doing a real good job of doing it. This latest thing, though, with the $800 shipped in small potato goods, it'll be really interesting to see what the backlash is on that from Americans. Whether they'll go, whoa, that's too much. You've gone too far. You're now costing us too much, because I was buying stuff from China or Korea or wherever, or India or Canada for that matter, and now it's going to be too expensive to buy that item. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Let's see, Sandy Foster, good to see you in there. Last year, Canada was the second highest importer of U.S. dairy products, buying about $1.14 billion U.S., and it was the United States' top export market for eggs and related products. He wants more of our market, because our market has barriers where they can indeed ship some items to us, but after they reach a certain level, then the tariffs increase, right? And exactly what those numbers are, I don't know. Obviously, 1.14 billion from what you're saying. I have to look at the numbers at that myself. So, but yeah, he wants more access to our market. In fact, other countries want bigger access to our market, like the European Union, like Australia, New Zealand, places like that. They would like to ship more product into Canada. But anyways, Dee, hey, good to see you. We get lots of local honey. That sounds good. She could do a commercial. What for her? Anal beads. Oh, yeah, right. I know what you're talking about there. Who is in there? Brooke Simp in the chat. Look at that. Sass Mossad in there. Hey, Mossad, good to see you. Big ups to you there. Thanks for popping into the channel. We got Riots After Dark in there. Canada has some of the purest honey. Too many chems being used on crops and orchards. Or too many, yeah. Absolutely. Killing the bees and stuff like that. I finally believe Brooke, not homeless. Looks like the back room. The back room. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is for Sandy. Sandy here. I'm not making this up. But here's the story. That if you wonder about what's happening in Canada and with immigration, and you guys keep going, oh, you're racist for, yeah, because that's because Trudeau taught you to call people racist that talk about immigration. Okay, it's Trudeau that taught you that, because he didn't allow anybody to talk about immigration at all. Otherwise, he'd go, "You're a racist," you know, that kind of crap. Yeah, well, that's over now, and you can't get away with calling one a racist just because they want to talk about immigration. But nearly half of Canadians favor mass deportations, and 65% of Canadians think there are too many immigrants. So, for those of you, sitting out there that are the liberals, like Cannabis Rex or Sandy Foster, where you guys are like, calling me out, especially Cannabis Rex seems to think I'm a racist because I think that there are too many immigrants. But hey, I'm just saying what 65% of Canadians say. Hey, we've got Lion Roars in there, Quack is in there. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We're out here at the lake house. So we're at our new location. I don't have my complete setup here, but at least we're going a little bit here to town here with the setup that I do have, where I can bring up some information and talk about some of the latest current events that are happening out here. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Do. Exactly. All that railing behind you scares me. They're gonna Epstein me. Oh yeah, we got the rail there behind me. Wow. Could move my camera a bit here. Let's see. If I move the camera, I can see what's beside me. Oh, wrong way. Go this way here. Do. Aha! There's my son right there. Having a seat on the chair right next to me here. Anyways, we've got our little camera in here. But yeah, that's a railing there behind me, and there's kind of this place is built high off the ground. Like the whole house is like really high off the ground because it's right near the lake, and the water table is quite high where we're at here. So to get into the house, you have to walk up a little flight of stairs to go to the balcony outside, and then once you open up the door of the house, then you have to walk up another flight of stairs. Well, there's a landing when you first walk in, and then you have to walk up some more stairs to get up to where I am here, and that's the entrance there behind me. So you've got a bit of a railing here, so you don't fall down into that entrance area. So that's what that's all about. But yeah, it's the Epstein jail here, basically, you might say. Quack in there, though. Quack, good to see you. Hopefully you're feeling okay there, Quack. I've been watching some of your posts there, and you've been making some posts to your mother on Facebook there. Some things like that. Won't get into it here, but hopefully you're in a good frame of mind there now. Kind of feeling good here. It's a nice day out here. You can see a bit of sun off my face here. It's kind of reflecting off of the windows and trees and stuff outside. But it's beautiful. It's a nice day to be out at the lake, so I think I'll maybe go out to the lake. Alberta is over 50% non-white now. Well, yeah, but you don't have to have it 100% white. And Alberta was never 100% white people, or what would you call us? Europeans. But yeah, we're definitely changed. And I'll say one thing, that if you live in Alberta, where I am here, big difference because I went to a Costco store in Edmonton, and it was like 1 out of every 10 families were European, and the rest of them were, from some other foreign country. where they were not speaking English. As the little, you know, how it is. It's usually at Costco, you got a little family that goes shopping together, right? And so you got like about 5 or 6 people. Well, there's a group of people going by me. They're not speaking English. Another group of people, they're not speaking English. Another group, so 9 people go by me. They're not speaking English. Finally, one family is speaking English. So it's not just that they're a different color, but it's that they're not even speaking English. They're like hyphenated Canadians, where it's like I don't know what we could say that they were, but that they don't even take the time or anything else to learn English and or speak English in an English-speaking country, but they stick to their own language, and it to me it's like almost frustrating. And then you sit down at the food court, and it's like this table is going blah 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 blah, and that table is going blah 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 blah. That one's going blah 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 blah, and there's nobody speaking English all around you, And I just felt like I wasn't even a Canadian in Canada anymore. I felt like I was in a foreign country, and that was at the Costco store. Okay, that was my experience. Whereas I went to the Costco store in Red Deer, and it was completely different. It was different. It was like everyone was European. It was like back to Canada again. It was like, okay, maybe there was one foreigner to every 9 regular white Canadians, should I say. And, how else can I describe the situation? It's just that like 10 years ago, you were like okay with the way things were, and you were like happy, and people spoke English wherever you went. There was no fighting, no big gunfire stuff, no what do you call it? Yeah, I know, I see that. No infighting between the different races or different people that come from other countries. But now you've got groups of people, like gangs, that are out there fighting each other on the streets, and it's just getting ridiculous. The whole place has changed, and that's where I'm not wrong in saying and thinking that nearly half of Canadians favor mass deportations and think there are too many immigrants, which in fact there definitely are. And that's why your house prices are being pushed up, because the graph shows you that as immigration has really gone way out of hand, those same people are buying up the houses and causing the prices of the houses to increase to where the average person born in Canada can't even afford one. And even the rents are going up because of all of the immigration. And rents and everything are all completely out of control. It's gone crazy. So there you go. Yeah, Rex is jealous of me, Tommy. Yeah, exactly. But, it is what it is. I'm just talking about the way it is. The import of monkeys was banned in USA. Monkeys, yeah, right. Why talk about that? APQ is heating up in the PB community. She's on the warpath for them showing her son. Oh, yeah, exactly. AP's cat. Queenie is not happy at all, because somebody showed her son, which she brought her son onto her own stream, right? But somebody took that clip and they're repeating it, or using it over on the internet there, so she's pissed off about that. Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to have a gag order or something for what I'm talking about, no doubt about that. But I'm just saying it the way it is. If people don't like the way I talk, and maybe I should be like bowing down and kissing people's feet and stuff like that, well, hey, you've got the wrong guy here for something like that. Haven't been watching recently, just reading updates. Hey, good to see you there, Scumdog. Where did I see you? Maybe over at LC's. Scumdog, you were over in LC's chat. I whipped by LC's there a couple of times there, just to see what he was up to. And the usual guy over there, where he's like drinking a lot, and a lot of other people are drinking on the panel, and lots of yelling and screaming and whatever going on there, just the usual stuff. But yeah, he's been going pretty strong there. LC Lincoln Kane in Australia. Teach your kids to be streamers. Yeah, exactly. Well, they know exactly what I'm doing here, so they watch what's happening. Wanda E. So renting a house, cabin, and a new life. Well, we're not renting, but I actually bought a house out here at the lake. Is what we're at here right now. So this is a like a real house. It's a house that you could live in year round. And it's actually a nice house. It's got all of the amenities that you would ever want in any kind of a house. Like a washer, dryer, air conditioner, master bath. We've got the fireplace with the big screen TV here already. All that kind of stuff. It's like a real house. And hey, this is like going to be my secondary residence. And this may even be my primary residence. You never know. We'll see, because it's that nice. We didn't go fishing yet, but the fish that are in the lake here are like, holy jeez, it was like 10 different kind of fish in the lake. There's a lot of fish in the lake here. Like whitefish and jackfish and rainbow trout and I don't know, pretty much anything, any of the fish that you'd find in Alberta are in this lake. So yeah, it might be good to get a fishing rod and go fishing, or to go ice fishing in the wintertime would be good. Got out of Dodge, yeah. The only thing that this location does not have is tweakers hunchback outside of the house here, all cracked up and whatever. I don't see that here. Although we do see a kind of a White Ave vibe on the main street here, with the bars of that on a Saturday and Friday nights, where the people are drinking and partying and having fun. So there is that kind of a thing. So there you go. Yeah, it needs to breathe to get the numbers up. Yeah, exactly. Well, we already did what we could. Save the big Latina booties. Hey, like Tommy in there. Hey, like Tommy, good to see you. Stop breeding, yeah, and the population went down. Yeah, kids in Iran, yeah, allegedly. Yeah, that's funny. Alex Thien used to work for the Shah of Iran. Hyphenadians, yeah, that's a good name. Never thought of that, but that sounds about good. Us regular white folk, yeah. We're getting to be few in numbers. Sends maple syrup to his second family. Lion Roars, Yeg, the top 3 hellholes in Canada. Thanks to the NDP and Liberals. Grandbaby break. Ah, okay. Go for it. KW in there. Hey, KW. Good to see you. Who else is in there? You tell me. Money, 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 money. Money. Thank you for suggesting that RV guy on my side. Oh, yeah, RV. Where's RV? I haven't seen him in here today. PB. Peanut butter. Maryland monkeys. Riots. Oh, autocorrect. Flying monkeys. John says Toronto has some nice ethics ladies at massage spas. Oh yeah. Ethnic massage. I'll have to try that. Obama. Jim says Frederick is where the U.S. bioweapons lab is located, and that's why I started following the convoy. I was commuting to there, and then I realized they weren't blocking anything. Okay, we'll give you a shot from the past. Okay, here's we'll do this one again. This is the one with Wizzy in it.
iPhone 13 has a macro lens on it, and it takes these really incredible photos. I don't know if you can see the cat up there. Where's the cat? Oh, there it is.
Big ups, Roger.
Somebody's horn is stuck.
Yeah. Put a weight on it, probably. The planes always fly so low here. I guess the airport's just over there.
Tie to both of us. A tie with her, and trying to help her family out. Yeah.
Sorry for the audio. That's a clip audio, and the audio is a little hot. And StreamYard hasn't made their product well enough or good enough for me to be able to adjust that audio level. But anyways, there's a blast from the past. Let's see what else is there. Oh, here's one of Luke. Look at this one. Look at this one.
Everywhere. Until Mother put her foot down. I ran all these animals in the basement. Now, she ordered.
So Queenie showed her son. I showed my son on there. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, here's one from Ant. Remember the Ant? The audio's a little bit hot on this one here, but you guys know DOA, Ant. How about this? This is a blast from the past because I made this video, and it's about a 2-minute video. I'll play the whole thing here. But this is me talking about Ant's cat.
Hey everyone, Tommy Temper here, and I'd like to talk to you a little about this cat thing. All the accusations against Ant's mother's cats. The grandmother with the little daughter and the cat in between them. And Red is out there. He wants to get the cat. And now there's Jeff Ellis. What? And Telescope? They're involved? Hey, Ant. I feel sorry for you. You know, like, nobody should be trying to attack anybody's animal. Cats' lives matter. It's sad that people go to the extent that they are, you know, putting you in distress like that. It's terrible. I hope that nothing becomes of this. It's sad. You guys have to try and get together. Now it's all come down to the life of a poor cat. It's sad. It's sad what this world's come to. Through the hourglass, I saw you. The saga of Ant's cat. Well, we'll figure out later. We'll be back with the rest of the story. But for now, see you later. Take my breath away. Watching every motion in my foolish love. Yeah, so you see, you know, like, I never really did say anything negative about, you know, Jazzy, the cat. I wasn't, like, negative to the cat. I was like, yeah, who's singing the horrible music, yeah.
But at the end of the day, Ant is still using the cat as part of his propaganda. And, you know, I don't know. DOA. Like, come on already. The cat stuff is getting kind of old, you know. If Red was going to eat your cat, he would have eaten the cat by now. Come on. He was just bullshitting. He was just kidding. It was just a joke. It was all in fun and entertainment. It's the internet, right? And everyone is just trying to have fun on the internet here. That's all. So don't worry about the cat. Nobody's going to eat the cat. It wasn't even cyberbullying. It was just bullshit. It's like, oh, you're a piece of shit or something, you know? It's like nobody cares. It's the internet. It's all bullshit at the end of the day. The cat story started in his own channel and chat, so everyone ran with it, says Mater. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I remember the whole thing. I remember a lot about what went on there. I remember a lot about what Ant did. And it's a shame for Ant to block all of us people on his channel. Really, honestly. So go back in your block list and unblock people, Ant, if you get wind of this here. Because we're all real friendly people that just want to be friends with everyone on the internet. And sure, people say crap that they regret, whatever, and you know, we have to get along, and that's the bottom line. So Jazzy is still alive, and Red is still out there. Red is on. He's bashing people. It's like every time you hear him, he's bashing somebody else there, so he'll never stop doing what he's doing. You know, Red is Red, and you have to understand what kind of a guy that he is, and what kind of things that he says, you know, and just leave it at that as an understanding that he's just that kind of a personality, right? He loves doing that. He lives for doing stuff like that, right? Yeah, he says, I bet the cat has been dead a long time. Who knows? But you know, Ant is a YouTuber, right? And he's using it to prop up his channel. You know what I mean? It's just another talking point, something to complain about that will make people feel sorry for him. You know, I hate to say that, but you know, Ant actually reached out to me for half a second there just the other day. On I made a comment on a DOS post, and Ant, Defender of Ants, actually came back to me. Now, I don't know if it was the real DOA, but he came back on the comment portion of it there and, you know, said, hey, Tommy, you remember that or something, eh? So there you go. Alan Shepard. Hi, Tommy. I'm an American with grandkids in Hamilton, so I appreciate your views there up north. Hey, Alan Shepard. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Appreciate the... because you didn't really say much in the comments here the whole time that we're live here. But there are some people that watch the podcast, watch them later, watch them live or whatever. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. There's another guy that, you know, goes around to everybody that goes live and says hi. Hi to everyone. Usually you're first in the door watching for those lives to start and then pop in for a quick hi. But check out Daniel Barry's channel. Good to see you. Yeah, you know, Scum in there too. Did you get a good internet rate? No, it's just a typical Canadian high expensive internet rate here. But actually, yeah, they did give me a little bit of a haircut on the price, you know, but not a big deal. It's not like I'm getting a great internet rate here. It's fiber, so it's let's say under $100 a month anyways for the fiber. Got AMC Kingdom in there. Hey AMC, good to see you. Popping in to say hello late in the broadcast. Got Nuts and Crackers in there. Hey Nuts, what's up? I like to watch the Tommy Temple free runs. Help you get to sleep. Hey, that sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully you're doing good. I see the drugs are working on you there. Free runs, Tommy Temple. Looking good, but thanks for checking in. Oh, Tommy, did Trump arrest the trolls? Yeah, exactly. The trolls. I watched the Temper reruns. Help you to sleep. Yeah, I got it the first time there. Generator Tommy for lake storms. I don't know. It was yesterday. We actually had to leave the beach because it started raining a little bit, and it was lightning out there. So you wanted to kind of get away from the water and go inland a little bit. But today's looking really nice out there. It's a little bit windy, not too bad. There's a few clouds in the sky, but generally speaking, it looks quite nice. So we're going to go out here in a little bit here before it gets too dark. And go and, I don't know, do something at the lake is probably our thing that we're going to do. Okay, whatever. Oh, here's the thing that the Ukrainians have invented. Get this. This is a robot that let's say that you have somebody out on the that gets killed or whatever, or not killed, but injured, and you want to bring him back. Here's a robot that can bring somebody that's down. Let's say they got shot or something like that. Check out this robot setup here. So it's a combination of that little truck thing there. And then here you've got the robot. There you've got the injured dude who's down for the count. And what it does is it hooks on, like you can see, onto a strap. And then the robot is strong enough to be able to pull the guy up onto this little carrier deal. And then it is robot controlled, and then it can drive away with the person. So, wow, just unbelievable what kind of stuff that they've come up with here with the robotics to be able to help out with daily life on the battlefield. In that case, AMC loves Daisy. There you go. Where's Daisy? She should be showing up here, but I don't see her anywhere. Oh, and we even have Deb's Crazy Daily. Hey, good to see you. You've got the 24-hour broadcast station there, Deb's Crazy Daily. So check out her channel. She's usually live at any moment of the day. So pop into her channel and say hi to her. Give her a sub up if you can. Got the sicko talk in there. Okay, I got it. Okay, but anyways, I think I'm going to cut her out of here and go and have some fun somewhere or other. Let's see what else I can play here for a media thing. Yes. Yes, sirree. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good broadcast.
3 hours.
Will DC Metro be on Santa's naughty or nice list?
Well, you gotta understand that the naughty and nice list, I really don't have that much to do. It's magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Exactly. Just
if you're naughty, the magic transfers you to the naughty list. If you're nice, the magic transfers you to the left or to the nice list.
Exactly.
So, I really, all I do is just follow the list. But I check it twice.
Don't move. Black Dooley, don't move. Josie, this silver car is about to hit our service truck.
Yes, sirree. There you go. From Santa, from the convoy. For those of you that remember the American convoy. Okay, well, thanks a lot for sticking with us here and watching the broadcast here today. I'm Tommy Temper, and you are the best audience ever. That means you. So thanks a lot for tuning in. And yeah, the next time I go live, who knows? It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow, who knows? But I'll probably go live a little more than I have in the past because now I have a little bit of a computer set up. I've got the box computer. I've got the monitor came in. In fact, I ordered 2 monitors. One of them I haven't even taken out of the box yet. Once I get them all set up here nicely, all I need is a nice desk. I don't really have a nice table here yet. I'm using these plastic fold-up tables here to put everything on. Hopefully the computer screens don't fall off with my, getting too energetic here or whatever. But anyways, it was fun doing a little bit of a feed here, and we're enjoying the summer, that's for sure. Outside, I did have a camera set up here for outside, but it broke already. It's one of these Ozbots cameras here, and I bought 2 of them. One of them works good, the one that I'm using right now, but the secondary one that had the shot outside of the window is not working. Oh, let's see, I can show you outside though. Hang on. Yeah, let me just turn that camera over there. Hang on. If I can turn it the right direction. Oh, wrong way. There we go. We'll go this way here. You can see all my junk. And there you go. Here's outside the window. There you go. So you can see what it looks like outside my window. So we've got the big tree out there. We've got the people walking down the street, walking the dog or whatever. We've got our little red truck out there. And it looks like a nice day to actually go outside. There's my van. The camper van. A couple of things that I have there on the table. And then me sitting right here. Boom. So that's it. Thanks a lot for tuning in. That's the show. Leo, good to see you. Good to see your channel there too. You're posting up some videos and stuff like that. Nuts and Crackers, good to see you. Miss Angie, good to see you as well. Masad is in there. And everybody else, AP's Cat and a whole bunch of other people that popped in and out of here. Good to see you all, and hopefully you all enjoyed the stream. And we'll see you another day. Bye-bye for now. Take care.